Chair of the Ghana Medical Association speaking to Alfredo Kante on Sunrise. Dr. Sebastian Sandara is a member of the Health Committee of Parliament, MP for Dafiame Busie. Sir, he joins me in studio for a conversation. Thank you, Doc, for joining me. Nice to see you.
It's a pleasure.
We just heard from the Ghana Medical Association there. They say they may consider making recommendations for reimposition of restrictions in the coming days if they do not have a hang on the new Delta variant that may have found its way into the country. From where you sit as a member of the Health Committee, how are you receiving all of this?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I'll go with the position of the Ghana Medical Association in considering renewal or strengthening the restrictions better than what the Director of Public Health is saying, that the new strain hasn't found its way into the community yet. I think in epidemic control, in public health practice, you never say never.
Okay.
Once we have detected, even if it's one strain that it has got into our borders, what it means is that we have to be on the alert. We have to activate all surveillance measures. We have to ensure that the epidemic management committee at our district and sub-district level, regional levels, are straight away activated. Resources should go to the grassroots to ensure that we are ready. In case it is already in the community, we will not be taken by surprise, because we know it's more contagious, it's more severe, and therefore once it has got into our borders, look, let's put all the necessary measures in place. Let's assume it's in the communities and put the necessary measures so that we'll be able to manage it very well if it strikes.
I'm particularly concerned about the other entry points. So the airports, we know because of the regimes there, it is safer. But the other illegal routes, the borders along the Aflao area, the areas in the Bunahafo region, and all these other illegal entry points, how are we able to deal with those porous borders to ensure that people who may have these variants also coming from neighboring countries don't slip through?
Yes, as a health committee, this has been one of our concerns, and we have emphasized that government should look at these borders, the known ones, even including those that are not detected. Look, all measures should be taken. If it means we should even detect more porous borders that people go through, we should do that to ensure that at every border, wherever people will pass through to Ghana, the border should be strengthened and measures put in place to ensure that nobody goes through without being detected.
There's also the concern about the efficacy of the vaccines that we're using to deal with this new strain. There are studies and counter studies, some supporting the fact that AstraZeneca and Sputnik can deal with it. There are other studies that say AstraZeneca, Sputnik cannot effectively fight this particular strain. You are a health expert. Tell us about what your committee knows so far with respect to the vaccination program and whether or not these vaccines, as we speak, are potent enough to deal with this new strain.
Yes, as for what the committee knows, I would say that the Ministry Ghana Health Service is not forthcoming to brief health committee members on these vaccine issues, which was one of the advice that we gave them, that look, once a while, come to the committee, brief us, because we represent the people, so that we will be abreast with the vaccine issues. So that, I think, the ministry has more work to do as far as interacting with the health committee in Parliament is concerned. But
would you, for example, file a motion to have them come before the House to come and explain some of these things, for example?
Yes, we are discussing, and normally it takes the leadership, chairman ranking to do that. So, but I believe it's a concern. So definitely we'll look into it as leadership directs. But in terms of the effectiveness, because I remember Professor Wandari made some remarks to that effect, and the Minister of Health, Ghana Health Service, is rebattling and saying that AstraZeneca is effective, to the new Delta strain that is coming. But I just want to put things in the right perspective, that both of them, or both units, are communicating. But I think the point we need to understand is that what Professor Wandari said is that, look, the vaccines that are coming are strain specific, you know. So what AstraZeneca would do probably for the UK strain might not be as highly effective as it would do against the Delta strain.
Okay.
So that is a point he was trying to explain. But it doesn't mean that if you take the AstraZeneca vaccine, it will not minimize the effect of COVID-19 if it is due to Delta strain. So what we need is that more strains are coming, and we need the multiple jabs. We don't just need one type of vaccine, let's say AstraZeneca, and say that it's good for all. No, that is not how the vaccine works. But it's likely to reduce the severity
of the ailment,
okay, if you get it due to the Delta strain.
Thank you very much. Dr. Sebastian Sandari, he is a member of the Health Committee, MP for Dafia Mebuse Isa.